could be a little bit of a simple look for you to do. I've tried to incorporate things that you can get here in Australia, except for the Jaclyn Hill palette. So it is a little bit dirty. I'm sorry, because I have been using it because I absolutely love it. But this is what it looks like right here. So there's so many amazing, beautiful colors. So yeah, I'm going to use this, and then the rest of it I'm going to use from Mecca Maxima, or you can get it from like Priceline or Chemist Warehouse. So stay tuned. One of my favorite products I use to prep my eye is the MAC Paint Pot. So it looks like this, and I'm using the color Soft Ochre. So what I'm going to do is just tip my finger in there. I used to use a brush for this, but I've decided that I just like to dip my finger in there instead. So I'm just going to place that all over my eye, and that's going to become a really good base for the eyeshadow. So I always do my eyes first. I just like to do them first because I feel like it's going to look a lot cleaner. I can clean up underneath the eye a lot easier once I've done my eyes first as well, and then I can just go in with my foundation and go around it. A lot of people think it's odd because they've always been taught to do foundation first, but yeah, this is just the way that I like to do it. I'm now going to go in with a blending brush. It looks like this. It is the number 160W10. So this is going to be in my new brush line. So I thought I would just do a video so you guys can go back and actually copy what I do. So first of all, I'm going to go in with these two shades right here. So I'm just going to go into my crease, and I just want to give my crease a little bit of color. So what I'm doing is I'm going in circular motions, and I'm going back and forth. So make sure that you really get in there to the crease. You don't want to go too high or down onto the actual eyelid either. You just want to stick in this area where the crease is. So as I'm doing just circular motions very easily. I absolutely love this brush. So yeah, 160W10. It is such an amazing blending brush. And I just feel like the size of it is really good as well. It goes a good way along the eye, like it's not too small and it's not too big. Okay, I'm now going to go in with some darker colors. So I'm just going to use these two here. A lot of you won't have this palette because you can only get it from overseas, from the Morphe website. And it's really annoying because shipping to Australia is about, I think it was about $30, could have been $35. So like that's just, it's so expensive just for shipping. And I think this palette Australian was 40 or 50. So, no, it would have been 50. So I think like the palette, if you want to buy the palette all up, it's like $80 Australian because you have to pay for the shipping. So it's kind of not really the best, but okay. Next I'm going to go in with a smaller buffing brush. So this one looks like this, and this is 160W06. So I'm going to go in with this burgundy shade here. It's like a burnt orange actually, and just in the outer corners again as well. So I'm just going to place that color on the outer corner and just make sure I'm going back into the crease. I want it to blend into that orangey color really seamlessly, and I just want to create more of a crease for myself. And as you can see, I'm literally just doing circular motions again. Now because I just want to make this look a little bit more blended, I'm going to go in with this orangey shade here, and I'm just going to go on the top of the contour because I just want to blend it out a little bit. I feel like it's looking a little bit too harsh. So just on the outer corners here, I'm just going to blend that out. So as you can see, that transition color is fading out to nothing, and more of the darker color is here in the crease. I'm just going to go back to that smaller blending brush again and just darken up in that crease once more. Okay, so now that we've got the eyeshadow down pat, I'm actually just going to do my eyeliner with a black shadow because I feel like this is just the easiest way. So I'm going to go with the black shadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette again. And I'm just using a synthetic brush. This is 106S06. So I'm literally going to pretend that I'm doing liner, but I'm just doing it with eyeshadow. So I just look down into the mirror and I'm going to go along my lash line really gently with this eyeshadow. eyeshadow is a lot more forgiving than actual eyeliner. So if you make a mistake, you can at least try and blend it out a little bit. Whereas with gel eyeliner, you cannot blend that out. Once it's on, it's really hard to get off, especially if you're using a really good professional eyeliner. So I'm just going to go back again. I think I might just stick to the outer corners. The other side. I like to hold my eye. I don't know why, it's just something I've done ever since I was little. When I was teaching myself how to do makeup, I just find it's easier. I'm actually going to go underneath my eye as well, and I'm just going to create like a real almond shape for my eyes. I find that this is the easiest way before putting on lashes to get that real almond look. So just going on the outer third of my eye, and then I eventually want the bottom and the top to meet up. So as you can see, I have tried to elongate this eye, make it more almond, whereas this eye looks a little bit more round because I haven't elongated it. And if you can't hear the music that I've got going, it's just Brittany. I love her. I'm obsessed with her. I went and saw her in Vegas, and oh my lord, was she amazing. Just so good. If you're ever in Vegas and you're thinking about going to see a show, go and see Britney Spears, because she, oh my god, she just rocks my world. She's so amazing. So as you can see, because this eyeshadow is quite dark, it looks like liner, but it's not. It's just eyeshadow. And at the end of the day, this is going to be a lot easier to get off than trying to get off your gel liner. So that's why I just love using eyeshadow, especially if it's just like for a sort of a natural look. You really don't need to go all out and have the gel eyeliner. Okay, so that's literally all I'm going to do for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to pop on one of the new STILA Magnificent Glitters. I got this one at Makeup Maxima the other day. I actually haven't used this one. So I've just got it off onto the applicator. And I'm literally just going to go in here in the inner corner. Really gently. And that is all it takes. Like, it is so easy to apply. Just going to do the other side. So make sure you get right in the corner. And there you have it, glittery eye that you would go to a makeup artist and get yourself. So this is just a really easy way. You could wear this look out at nighttime as well if you didn't want like a full smoky eye, but you wanted to have it, you know, make it look like you've really made an effort. And that's all it is just the glitter. And I can guarantee that everyone will comment, because whenever I see glitter, I always comment and say, oh my god, your makeup looks so freaking amazing. And it does, it looks so good. So I'm just going to go in with my favorite mascara. This is the Max Factor Volumptuous False Lash Effect. So I'm just going to coat my lashes quickly. And then I'm going to apply some lashes. So I'm just going to go in and use the GLAM by Manicare lashes. These are the Intense, the Alessandra ones. These are the ones that are like a dupe for the Model Rock Smoky Velvets that I put on all of my clients because I absolutely love them. But these are literally exactly the same. So you can get them from Chemist Warehouse, Priceline. I think that they're about $12 a pair. So I'm just cleaning my face. I got a new lip conditioner from Makeup Maxima. It's from GLAMGLOW, and I think it's called Pout Mud. What it looks like, it's in like a little silver dome. And it's in this little pot. So I'm just going to pop some on just to see. I just want my lips to be a little bit more nourished. They're really dry at the moment. I think it's because of the heating and everything that we're going through right now. Like, because it's so cold outside, or with heaters, fires. It actually feels really nice. This is in the colour Birthday Suit, I'm pretty sure. So it's sort of like a nude colour. I also bought this from GLAMGLOW the other day. So it's a moisturiser. It's an illuminating moisturiser. I got it in the darkest tone because I usually am quite dark with my tan, but I kind of feel like it might be a little bit too dark. This is what it looks like. It's really illuminating. I'm just going to place it all over my face. Oh, it smells divine. Oh my god, like it smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. Oh my lord. Okay, so it's given my skin a little bit of a darker tone. Oh yeah, it's actually made it quite dark. Eesh. That's okay. This will be okay for summer when I've got a tan. But hey, I don't really have a tan right now because it's winter. I'm not going to use a primer because I just put this moisturising cream on and I kind of feel like it will sort of act like a primer. I'll soon see at the end of the day whether my makeup is still on or not. So I decided I would go in with the Dream Liquid Mousse from Maybelline. I have to mix these two colours because this one's too dark, this one's too light. And I'm going to go in with the 112S20 foundation brush. So this is from my brush line as well. What I'm doing, because it's a duo fibre brush, it's got synthetic fibres on the end and natural hair down the bottom, so it's actually going to help buff it into my skin a lot better than just a normal synthetic brush. So what I'm doing is I'm patting it into my skin. I really want to make sure that it's really going to be buffed into my skin, making circular motions and movements. I really want to make sure I get down into that jawline as well because this foundation is a little bit too dark. See how I'm like really buffing it in? I'm not being gentle. And if your brush sheds a few hairs, that's totally fine because it's a new brush. It is going to shed hairs a little bit. So if you find that with your new brushes that they are shedding, that is totally normal. They will stop shedding after a couple of uses. So when I go in with my foundation, I kind of go over my eyebrows as well because I just want to make sure that there's no like white areas, and I also go into the inner corners. I will go in there with concealer, but I just want to make sure that there is like no areas where there is no foundation or no concealer. Now for concealer, I haven't tried this yet. This is the Master Conceal by Maybelline. It looks like this, so hopefully it will be okay. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with my concealer brush. So it's 139L06. So it looks like this. And what I'm going to do, dip my brush onto my hand, and I want to make a V underneath my eye. I'm going to come up on the side of my nose as well because I want it to blend into my nose. It's also going to help my nose look like it's a little bit thinner. So when going in with your eye underneath, you really want to make sure that you carve it out. I love this brush because it's really precise. So you don't have to worry about, you know, getting it on your eyeshadow or anything. And then you really just want to blend it out with this. Also go up into here. This is a really tricky spot. That's another reason why this brush is amazing because it's so small. It gets up into those little areas. You can also blend out your eyeshadow if you've mucked it up a little bit with your concealer. I really don't mind this concealer actually. Seems to be a really nice consistency. And then just to blend out the rest of the concealer, I'm just going to dab it with my Beauty Blender a little bit, just so that it blends in a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to go up and carve underneath. It's easier if you look down into the mirror, and then you can carve up. And then you literally just want to blend it out. This area in here gets really dark, so make sure that you really conceal in that area. Now I'm just going to blend out. So because I've concealed under my eyes and made it quite light, I'm also going to go down the bridge of my nose, which you've all seen me do a million times before, but just for the exercise of this video, I'm going to do it again. And now I'm just blending it out. So my first impressions of that concealer is great. I really like it. I'll see how it wears throughout the day, but it looks really promising. So now I'm going to contour, and I'm just going to do a powder contour because it's just a lot easier if you're just doing like a quick natural day look. I'm just going to go in with the SPORTSGIRL Bronze Me, and I'm using the 117D18 brush. So this is going to help you get your contour on a really nice angle. Starting from the top of the ear down to the corner of the mouth, but we're going to stop at where the eye is. So when you're depositing your colour, make sure that you deposit it only in the one section and then bring it down. See how I'm just swiping? I'm not going back and forth. You just want to swipe. Same with the other side. Starting at the corner of, at the top of the ear, we're going to go down. We're going to aim as if we're going down to the corner of the mouth, but we're going to pull our brush up when it gets to where our eye starts. Swipe, swipe, swipe. You don't want to go in with a dark contour, you want to go in with a light one because you want to be able to just keep building. You don't want to put the colour on straight away and then have a big harsh line because that's going to be a lot harder to blend out. Okay, I'm now going to go up into my forehead. So I like to really spread the brush out. So see how I'm pressing? I want it to be spread out so then the bronzer is spread out really evenly. I don't want to have like a harsh line up on my forehead. Now we'll do the other side. This lip mask is actually really nice. Like I can feel that it's really working on my lips and it just feels so nice. They're really hydrated right now. And now we're just going to do a little bit under our chin as well. So right on our neckline. This is going to eliminate any double chins. And it's also going to give you a little bit more of a jawline. Now you don't have to do this, but I'm going to set my concealer. So I'm going to go in with the 118W12 brush. So it looks like this. And I'm going to use the Face of Australia translucent powder, and I'm just going to place it underneath my eye. I'm also going to carve out a little bit of my contour. I like to use this underneath my contour if I feel like I've mucked up my contour, if I feel it's a little bit thick. I like to go down here and then that just takes away the contour a little bit more. So it's sort of like an eraser. It also helps to set the makeup throughout the day, so it's going to last a little bit longer as well, is what it looks like. So you can just get it from Priceline. I got a new highlighter from Mecca Maxima. It's by STILA, and it is called Heaven's Hue Highlighter. So it's sort of like a wet highlighter. I haven't tried this on my skin yet, so I thought I would just try it first on camera and see what I actually thought. It kind of reminds me of the Kylie Jenner ones, the ones that she just brought out that were quite wet. It feels really funny to touch. It's very velvety, but kind of wet. So anyway, I'm going to try it with my finger first. So I'm just going to tap it onto my cheekbones. Oh yeah, that's good. It's actually quite subtle. I feel like if you don't know how to apply highlighter, this would probably be really good because all you're doing is patting it on and it's not too full on. It's actually really subtle. So if you accidentally do make a mistake, you could probably blend this in really easily. And you don't need another brush for this, so that's a good thing. So I like to put it on the tops of my cheekbones. I also like to go a little bit on the top here, just above my eyebrow, just to give it a little bit more of a glow. I feel like cream highlighters as well, they look a little bit more natural. They don't look as powdery as like obviously a powder highlighter. I'm just going to put some underneath my eyebrow. A little bit on my nose. And it's actually nice for the lips too because it's actually not too drying on the lip side. Now you could just leave it like this and not put anything else over the top of this highlight if you want it to be like just really dewy and really natural. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Le Blush. This is one of my favorite blushes. It's just like a really nice dusty rose. It's really subtle. And I'm going to use this same brush again as the translucent powder. This is a really good brush for multi-purpose. So just in the apples of my cheeks, so just smile. When you're not talking, you can actually get this look done really quickly, but because I'm talking you through it, obviously it's taking me a little bit longer. Alright, I'm just going to go do my eyebrows and I'll be back in a second. Now time for lips. So I bought this GLAMGLOW Plump Rageous Lip Gloss and I put it on the other day, but oh my god, like it stung my lips so bad. I had to take it off after 2 minutes. It probably plumps them, but oh my god, like it's so hard to keep on my lips because it hurts so much. So I'm not going to use that today. I brought another STILA lip balm. So this is in the colour Olivia. And it's sort of like a really nice nudie pink. So I'm just going to place that over the top of the pout mud that I've got on. And because it is a lip balm, it's not going to dry out my lips. And I really, really like this colour. It also has like a gloss finish to it, which I love as well. And to finish, I'm going to use the NYX Dewy Finish Spray. So this is meant to give me a dewy finish because I love a dewy finish, so look, to be honest, it doesn't smell the best, but that's okay, as long as it does the job. So I hope that you enjoy, and yeah, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and subscribe to all of my other social media. Have a great day. Bye.